workhorse muscles of the body. We have muscles in our body that are important to body function, to health, to digestion, to metabolism, and guess what? Also to brain function. So we really want to get the muscles in the middle part of the body, the core, but also the muscles at the backs of the legs working really powerfully. In fact, it's been scientifically proven that if we get the muscles nice and strong in our legs, it actually supports brain function. So I'm giving you many reasons to want to get in these workhorse muscles of the body today. I'm going to give you 3 exercises that are going to help strengthen the buttocks, strengthen the backs of the legs, the hamstrings here, and bring health and vitality into the body. And who knows, it may even take away some of that back pain. Here we go. So for all of these exercises, I'm going to ask that you keep your low belly nice and broad, like a valley. It's not six-pack abs and really tight. Instead, it's super broad, like a valley. So that's one thing I want you to remember in all these exercises. The first exercises we're going to do for vitality of the legs are lunges. And there's several variations we can do in lunges. The first variation I'm in right now. This would be a lunge with the back knee on the ground. You can scissor your inner thighs toward each other. That's going to give you more stability. Inhale, arms overhead. The arms are going to be at a V shape. I like to bring the arms at a V shape. Why? Because that's representative of the heart energy. I often say in my private sessions and in my workshops, superhero core, superhero heart. So the heart's nice and broad. And as we also broaden the core, fire your back buttock muscle. So the back buttock muscle is going to go down toward the floor. You're working your core beautifully with the buttock muscle, and also the legs are nice and stable. They're getting a beautiful workout in this particular lunge. Other lunges, variations you can do, are a straight leg lunge. Make sure the knee is directly above the ankle and not beyond. If you put that knee beyond the ankle, it would actually stretch or strain the knee. So we're going to keep the knee in alignment above the ankle, above the heel, and again, broaden your core. And as you broaden the core, extend powerfully through the back leg. Beautiful lunges for the legs, health of the legs, working in conjunction with the core. Another lunge option is a full lunge. Hands to the hips, and again, the core is nice and broad. From there, fire your back buttock muscle down toward the floor. Then inhale, arms overhead. And again, the arms are in a V shape. Beautiful expression, full expression of the heart. Great poses for health of the legs. And those legs, of course, are working in conjunction with the core. And then we're coming on back down. You can go back to a downward dog if you want. We're right here. Downward dog. Okay, so the next exercise would be called, in yoga, we call it Utkatasana, which means chair pose, and it's done in many, many different styles, forms of movement. But today we're going to do it a little bit differently. So you really feel the legs working 360 around, all the way around. You don't want the quads overworking. Remember, we're trying to get the underside of the legs powerfully working too. So we're going to take it to the wall today. All right, so we're going to take our chair pose at the wall today. My back's flat against the wall. My knees, again, are directly over my heels, not beyond. That will strain the knees. I'm going to bring my hands palms up, rest the upper body, but I'm really going to get in the legs. So I'm going to broaden my core, again, broad like Waipio Valley. Now, root through your heels, specifically your inner heels. And when you root through your inner heels, you're going to feel more muscle energy, 360 around the leg. That's including the bottom part of the legs too. We don't want the quads overworking here. We're really going to stay 360 around the legs. So there's muscle participation, there's muscle collaboration, and the muscles are working together. Now you can stay here and breathe, and you got an amazing chair pose going on. Another option is to bring the arms up into what I call cactus pose. And in cactus pose with the arms overhead, you're going to want to lose a little bit of that core, broaden your core even more. And you can stay here and breathe. And the moment that you start to feel the quads, the tops of the legs overworking, recommit to your core, recommit to the heels. I have a friend in the studio where I teach public classes who does this every morning when he brushes his teeth. He does this pose every morning. Great way to wake up in the morning and get in. Again, these are the workhorse muscles of the body. So we really want to wake those up and get them out of the stable every day. From here you can push up. My feet are about 24 inches away from the wall now, and you can come into what we call a wall hang. So the buttocks on the wall, and you can rest here 5 breaths. So our next pose, we're going to start from a warrior 3. This is a pose commonly done in yoga. Again, you're going to broaden your core, and you're going to bring one hand to the hip, the same hand as the standing leg. So in this case, I have my left hand to the hip. Now from here, I'm going to bend the front knee, and I'm going to point the back toes, point the back toes, point the back toes, and I'm feeling a lot of love right now in the underside of the leg and in the buttock. I'm going to push up and down here a few times, and I keep a lot of weight on my heel. I'm not going too light on my toes, keeping a lot of weight on my heel, and believe me, I'm feeling the love. From here, we're going to bend both knees, and my foot is off the floor on this right leg. I'm going to broaden the core, gaze forward, and as I root through my standing leg heel, boy, can I feel the underside of my leg. And I'm going to push up and down here. And it's okay, I just touched my right toe to the floor. It's okay to do that. You're definitely going to be feeling the love here. You're going to know where these workhorse muscles are. From there, I'm going to push all the way up. I'm going to take a moment to breathe and receive. Bring the arms down. Whew. So in that sequence, I can feel a lot of heat coming on. That's burning calories. It's good for insulin production. It's good for digestion. And another thing you want to remember, when we have health in this part of our body, including strength at the back of the legs, our brain functions better. Subscribe here, leave comments. See you soon.